This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, but the real star of today's show is you guys, and we are here for another edition of the Pitstop Monday edition. I'm all out of sync because I was trying to remember what I think it was Tom who gave me today's intro, and I messed it all up, but happy Monday to everybody. Did you have a good weekend? I sure did. I got out there. I got to do some guest announcing for a few races, got to do Wreckfest with everybody on Monday, which was a lot of, on Saturday, which was a lot of fun. I'm trying to simultaneously post today's show on YouTube because I did forget to do that, which is unfortunate. So, taking care of a little bit of business on my side here. So, again, how was your weekend? And I'll tell you what, not everybody out there had a great weekend, and I know that for a fact. And can anybody guess who had maybe the worst weekend in America, at least, maybe in the world? Does the name Mark Roos? Does that name ring a bell to anybody? This weekend, somebody had a bad weekend. Doesn't have a whole lot to do with sim racing, but I think we can all relate. What am I talking about? Well, that's the front end of one of the pace cars for the Detroit Grand Prix. Randy Welch, thank you, and Michael Clark. I don't know if you realize, but people donated in your honor on Friday. Because you weren't in the house. Anyway, so who had the worst weekend on earth? Well, Mark Roos is the guy who did this while about to take taking the field around on under caution, and sure enough, he looped it. A little bit of a marketing nightmare for Chevrolet, because right there on the left you can see a Chevrolet sign. So he did this right under the Chevrolet, and again, you want to make a good image for your cars, not a bad image. So anyway, that is my vote for the worst weekend on earth, going to Mark Roos. Michael Clark, thank you, Randy, thank you guys. You guys are all so awesome. So I almost made that the thumbnail of the day, but I thought it was funnier to play the Who Had a Bad Weekend game. It doesn't have anything to do with sim racing. I actually only saw the replay. I didn't get to watch the race this weekend. I was really, really busy this weekend. But anyway, it did make me and many, many people out there laugh. I'm always talking about taking down Tanner Foust, right? Well, I'm going to have my opportunity because apparently he's going to be at Samsung at E3, and he is challenging. And this just shows you where E3 is gone. E3, and here's my Monday rant. And it's a continuation of other rants. E3 is supposed to be a trade show. A trade show is for industry professionals. They've made it very hard for me to go to E3 as an industry professional. They chose to sell tickets to gamers, which would then take it the next extension. So instead of Forza showing it to all the media people, no, they want every gamer to come out. They want all the gamers to go to the Samsung booth and challenge Tanner Foust. I challenge any gamer to beat my time on Forza at the QLED gaming experience. It's on. Yeah, I have no doubt that it'll be a straightforward competition. I'm sure Tanner will just do one quick route, one quick run, just like everybody else, right? Because, you know, you're going to have to stand in the gaming experience line waiting. And, so, yeah, I'm going to punch him in the mouth. I'm going to E3 just to find Tanner Foust and punch him in the mouth. We'll see what he's made of. Moving right along. Formula One, their eSport qualifying lineups have been confirmed. So if you're looking for some of the results, this was just posted on the 3rd. Randy. No, it was the VP. It was the vice president of Chevrolet, of GM, who did this. And, you know, hey, you know what? I bet. Let's just be realistic. Let's be human. I'm the GM of Vice President. I get to drive the pace car. I'm the one who's going to drive the Corvette at Detroit. That's the other thing. This is their home turf. How many people do you think are really mad that he just stepped in and took that? And I bet they were snickering on Monday when this is what he had done. I bet he has some enemies. Anyway, looking through the qualification, first round, Xbox players, Pino Macri, Wycombs, and Isaac Price. All right, Isaac Price. Well done. In the PC, we've got ACR, Avid, Chronic, Steffi, RC Azure, and GT Nestor. So once again, Avid getting the upper hand on the Logitech guys. And looking down to the PS4, Cosmic Geel, Epic Gamers, and Nico Fior are our top qualifiers from Monaco. Let's see here. I'm mean. Am I? $120,000 car. Okay, what else? We also have some results coming in off the Mercedes AMG race room. They had their round, the big esport weekend, really. So the third round of the esport competition comes up tomorrow. This is on the 2nd. In addition to that, race room. This is at race room, actually. They have a picture here from the Nürburgring endurance race. You can see the Avid Chronic guys on the right. I think they came in 2nd place, if I'm not mistaken. So congratulations to them. Hello, VP. Meet Mr. Wall. Copy that. All right. So, yeah, and then if you want more details, you can find all that and go out and, I think I'm going to have to challenge you guys. I'm going to have to lead the way and get out there and, see what I can do on that leaderboard and post a picture for you guys to come after me. I'm not going to talk about this long because we've been talking about it till we were blue in the face. Codemasters has another edition. This was on the first. I think we mentioned this. Vehicle classes, rush abilities, tactics to dominate. In addition to that, we find out the file size. So if you're going to download and install this sucker, OnRush is going to take you 14.09 gigabytes of space. So just a little more news coming in with OnRush. iRacing, big weekend in, big change up in the IWC GPS. But guess who's back? Back again. Gregor's back. Yes, he's back. Yes, he's back. Gregor Hutu won the race at Watkins Glen. You know, he has won this like 7 or 8 years consecutively. 8 years. That made his 8th years in a row. It was a last lap pass on Mitchell de Jong, I believe it was, to actually get the win. But Gregor Hutu is back on top in terms of winning races and scoring the big points. Lando Norris with a shot of him doing the Ricardo boot drink. This is all at the iRacing. Oh, and then the big news. Oh, I almost missed it. I'm glad I scrolled up. We kind of suspected this was coming. I think we've heard teasers and things. But what do you see? The IRX. It's no longer the Global Rally Cross. Gee, I wonder why. It's now the iRacing Rally Cross. And coming to it, Steam Statman, you would know that better than me. I believe, yeah, I'm not sure or how long a streak it was. But the Subaru STI, WRX STI is on its way to iRacing. When I think rally car, I think Subaru. Funny enough, I'm not sure they're super duper dominant on the rally car stage, but in America, this is the ultimate of purchasable rally cars that you can just go down to the dealership and buy. So, that is coming in the next build, I do believe, June 5th. So, that is coming in 2 days? 1 day. You can race it starting June 5th. That is tomorrow. You will be able to run the Subaru on iRacing. Just like talking about OnRush. The crew, they've already closed, so their forum has come and go. A lot of things, so the closed beta, some updates on things, some screenshots. There's a article here at Game Zone talking about it's the racing game you need to play in 2018. I think that's a little generous, being that I heard of quite a few little issues and problems. So with a month to go, they really need to clean up some things to get that kind of an opinion out of me. But in addition to that, the guys over at Dark Side of Gaming have some screenshots. So if you want to see, you know, some of the look of what was being played by people, visually it's beautiful. Wet track looks nice. I see nice mist off the tires, nice looking city, good shadows, really good strong graphics. Boats even look cool and fun, airplanes. So lots of cool stuff going on, and right now is the time that you're going to find info on the crew everywhere because their beta has come and gone. So here's another article at Polygon. The crew is a ton of fun once you pretend it's in real life. Is that IRL? Is that in real life? Mario Kart. So, lots going on with those two games. I'm definitely, yeah, distraction game. There you go, Ellis. That's the wording. That is absolutely the wording. Yeah, I have a Chevy-powered Datsun. I don't know. I actually... Nah, I'm not going to go on my sidetrack. I was about to do a sidetrack. One cool aspect of the new update to GT Sport is what they're calling sporting history. So if you get in there and check it out, you'll be able to find out history on drivers, including their ranking, their total points on various different events they've run. So we're getting that next level data tracking into GT Sport, which is nice. That's one of those things, in my opinion, that takes things closer to being a real sim. When this is a way of competing, another form of keeping track of how you are in comparison to others. Race department. Oh, so they say some very cool things are coming from race room experience. So race department has the whole article. You can check it out at race department. But Sector 3, aka race room, they're evaluating an engine upgrade, and they don't mean like a new engine in a Lamborghini. They mean they are eventually moving to the Unreal 4 engine. So this could be a massive change to race room coming. And that's right when they've been putting a lot of work. You think about how much work they've been putting into the old one. I'm sure all the content transfers over quite easy, but it's going to be all new physics. Well, not all new, but it's going to be re-engineered physics, remastered. Ricmotech has a post saying they are now introducing Leo Bodnar products at Ricmotech. So, you know, sometimes you go to buy something from the source and they're sold out, but you find they do have some suppliers around the world. In addition to that, look, they have a quarter midget DIY for Thrustmaster conversions. So if you're looking for a new wheel rim for your Thrustmaster, or you're looking for Leo Bodnar here in the United States, you might want to check out Ricmotech. There they go. There's the V2 Force Feedback Steering Kit. 53. That's what I have. I have the 53. That's a monster. 20.5 Newton meters of torque. So, and the accessory items for them as well, including their Fanatic adapter. Derek Spears has a cool little post. Last thing we saw from him was his Bluetooth controller that was in the works. What he is now working on is a DSD PSX controller. Maybe the console fans would like it. So it sounds like we're going to get kind of like a drive hub type of a device, perhaps. Not exactly sure, but it's nice to see that Derek Spear is continuing development of new products. I've talked to Derek about getting him on the show. He seems a little shy. He's intrigued and wants to, but we just never really get it that worked out. Excuse me very much. Excuse me. And if you're joining us at late, happy Monday to everybody. Lots of sim racing news going on. I mean, we're already 13 minutes in. I'm only about halfway through my stories. And we've had a lot of cool little things going on, including something that I'm excited about and I'm scared at the same time. So, Wreckfest today leaves early access. Well, tonight we're doing a Monday Fun Day. Monday Fun Day, Wreckfest with frenemies, racing with no rules, whatever you want to call it. Wreckfest is going to happen tonight at 6 p.m., but they just did, if this is an update and I go to log in and everything's messed up, who knows, we might not be able to do our racing tonight. So I'm crossing my fingers that early access being over and them being into an official title, I guess you would call it. And by the way, only after 1,611 days of being considered early access. And it's going to be coming out officially, let's see, on June 14th. So we might not be there today, but I thought I read that it was already official. Wreckfest launches on PC, and on November 20th, it'll be released for the PS4 and the Xbox One. So we will be playing that tonight. We're going to have to stay up to date on Wreckfest. Here's an old article, same thing, giving some new screenshots. So once again, there, wow, this thing's giant. Can't even see it. But if you have not played Wreckfest, This game is insanely fun. Lawnmowers. I wish these pictures weren't so blown up. I'm sorry. But we will be doing that tonight at 6. And congratulations to them for finally getting out of beta. Our good buddy Rudy Van Buren entered a competition, the USF 2000 Hot Lap competition. Studio 397 did another one of those cool merge videos where they take the top 5 and show these guys driving together. So if you go to Studio 397 on YouTube, you can check out this video. And I love to see this. This is the 5 top drivers and their hot lap, the one that posted their time in direct comparison. You can see where the lines are similar, where they're different, and where things, where guys were getting an advantage. But look at how close they are. Last time I saw this was with the McLaren competition, and really well done video. Look at that. Oh, that's so great. Oh, it's like some Super Tyrell. So there you go. You can check that out there. Just a cool article. Someone mentioned it, and the line, I believe Nick sent this in to me. Tesla can change so much with their over-the-air updates that it's messing with some owners' heads, because there are updates that come to your car whether you want it or not. You get in your car the next day, and it's already had an update. And when he sent it to me, he said, hey, so what, they're copying us now? Because that's how we get our updates and have been for years and years and years. So what do you know? The real life is now emulating us, the sim racing world, with the way we get our new content. So kind of cool. Okay, so this is at Tech of Tomorrow on YouTube. And everyone's always asking me to give away a 1080 Ti, and I guess they think that we make money here at the Simpit. That's not exactly true. We don't really make money here at the Simpit. So anyway, we don't give away 1080 Tis, but Tech of Tomorrow is giving away a 1080 Ti. And you can go watch the video to find out exactly how to enter. I know that you need to tell him how a 1080 could change your summer vacation. Funny, when I think of vacationing, I don't think of my computer. Interesting topic. Is that my cousin? Yeah, my cousin gets all the free stuff. I don't. So you can check that out at Tech of Tomorrow on YouTube if you want to get in the eligibility for a free video card. Look, this story is so hot that I had it twice. So it's no longer the Global Rallycross, it's the iRacing Rallycross. I wonder why. And the Subaru WRX STI is going to be available as of tomorrow to be driving. Oh, look, they got dirt fish on the front of the car. That's interesting. Interesting. Anyway, there you go. You can check that out. We've already talked about it. Box this lap. Now, if you use VR in particular, but if you wonder where your CPU is handling things, we get a graphics reading out of iRacing, but in some cases, it's actually the CPU that might be creating your bottleneck. So apparently there's a way to change what it reads, and you can actually get it to read the CPU meter and show it in text form to know if that's where you're having a problem. So if you want to learn more about it, if this is one of the concerns that you have, let's give credit where credit is due. BoxThisLap.org is where you're going to find this. Is my CPU a bottleneck? And you can check that out and find out if you're overdoing things on your iRacing settings. Blow through these really quick here. Asphalt 9 Legends announced coming this summer. This is at worthplaying.com. So if you want to find out more about Asphalt 9, it's like another just total like arcade racer. Lambo! Lambo! So we got that one. Dark Side of Gaming has an article talking about Gran Turismo, the HD concept, and Yakuza Dead Souls running on the PC thanks to the PS3 emulator. So if you want to play old school Gran Turismo on your PC, you can get a PS3 emulator and apparently do it. And I don't know why you would do that when you can just buy the new version for such an affordable price, but it can be done, and that's why we do things sometimes. Asphalt 9 has microtransactions. Ah, that's good to know. Sean goes, looking for recyclables every day after the news just to be able to feed Max. Exactly, I'm collecting cans just to do the show. No, we're not quite that desperate, but I wouldn't exactly call it money-making operation. Too funny, too funny. Uh, you know, Michael, it's funny you say that about Jensen with the NVIDIA, because I did see an article. Let me pull it up. Somebody sent it in at the last minute, and I wasn't going to talk about it, but let's go ahead and bring it up. The NVIDIA GTX 1180 release date will be a long time from now. So Jensen Huang, that's the guy, we showed his image before, the head of NVIDIA. Apparently, even though they've been talking about and really pushing the 1180, it's going to be a while till we actually do see them. So, Tom Jones, I don't know about Furadashi, and I don't think and expect I'm going to try any updates to that one. I was very disappointed. They'd have to not only do an update, but they'd have to send me a letter telling me that they've seen the error in their ways and they're going to redo some things. So, I'll blow through this stuff too. Team Sonic Racing tidbits. Why Sonic is in the car? Well, I guess people questioned the team at Sega. Why in the hell would Sonic, who's so fast, be in a car? It's because they have other Sonic characters who aren't as fast as Sonic. And it's to level the playing field. Whatever. Rocket League, this is kind of cool. They're going to celebrate their 3rd anniversary. And you think of the success of Rocket League and the fact that they're only 3 years old. That's insane. They are literally renting out San Diego's Petco Park on July 19th in celebration of the 3rd anniversary rocket-powered soccer game. 45,000 seat capacity stadium. And apparently they're just inviting everybody to just be part of the Rocket League 3rd anniversary celebration. I can only assume there will be probably competitions and things like that going on down there. But that's a big deal. Look at how big a venue they're doing just to throw a party for themselves. That is awesome. Down under, already spoken about the PCARS 2 6.0 update. No, I don't know about that. Alright, moving right along. Worth Gaming has another game that we don't really need to think about too much. It's called Torque Drift. It's announced, and they've got a trailer and some screenshots. So we just talked about Furadashi and a drift game. And at this point, well, here's a whole other drift game. Actually, this looks pretty cool. I have to admit, this looks pretty decent. Unless this is all like cutscenes between the action. So there's another game. You can read about it at Worth Gaming. Driving Italia has a really cool article talking about a mod for Assetto Corsa. So as we all wait for Competizione, apparently there's a mod that brings night and wet weather. So the recurring dream of Assetto Corsa fans has always been that of being able to run on a wet track and poor grip, as well as at night with the headlights on. Finally, thanks to modding, the dream is realized thanks to the work done by the modding team ADF Corsa. So, you can find out about this at Driving Italia. I have not checked it out. I just got this story today. But if for Assetto people, this could be a big, big deal, especially those who might not make the transition over to Competizione. This is kind of funny. I'm modding a sim racing wheel because I'm totally not a dork. Anyway, this guy, sim racer guy, he had a DFGT that had been collecting dust in the garage and in the closet, and he decided, hey, you know, this was always a good wheel to me, but I was never a huge fan of the round wheel. He likes formula style. So with a hacksaw and some work, there is his DFGT after, and he's turned it into a proper F1 type wheel. There you go. Innovation at its best. We've talked about colleges doing esport scholarships. I told you I wasn't going to talk about that stuff anymore. But now we're talking about high schools starting esport video gaming teams. So I always imagine, can you imagine going to college on a scholarship? Well, you want to get one of those scholarships? How do you do it? Well, I guess you play on the varsity high school video gaming team. That's how you do it. So look at the path. The path for esport is becoming the path that we've always known for physical sport for longer than my lifetime by a long shot. And that takes me to all the Simpit related stuff. And I have a few cool things. Number one, Dave Blair did a caption. So if you go to the Simpit Pit Crew channel, you will find his recap of race 2 from week 4, in addition to his recap from race One, all these interruptions on today's show. So great job by Dave. He really finds the best moments of all the races, and we do have some great races. And you can find those at the Simpit Pit Crew channel. And that takes me to, I am going to have a contest. I'm going to have a contest today. So my email address is Shaun, S-H-A-U-N, at thesimpit.com. And we are going to have a contest this week. So entries submitted by Friday. And I don't want them in the chat. You can put them in chat, but that won't be an official entry. You need to email me, and the subject line needs to say new title for the Simpit Pit Crew. We need to change the name of the Simpit Pit Crew. That channel needs a better name that better represents our community. The ability of you guys, the Pit Crew, to be able to submit videos. But for reasons I'm not going to go into, we're not going to use the Simpit Pit Crew channel name anymore. We're going to make a change while we're still young. So, I want your suggestions for what we should call the B channel, the community channel of the Simpit. What should that channel be called? And then as soon as I have all the submissions, I will put that to the patron group to vote on, and that's what we're going to go with. So the prize will be a Simpit t-shirt and sticker set. But you need to send your submissions in by email, Shaun at thesimpit.com, your suggestion for what we should call the Simpit community channel. And we will vote on that over the weekend, and we will change the name and make it official. And you guys can check out all the great videos by Dave Blair, and that should be a great motivating force for you to get out there and create content. Show me what you drive. Maybe you've been playing the crew and have cool videos. Send it on in. We'll be able to get you on that Pit Crew channel, and it will be renamed this week. So again, please, if you'd like a Simpit t-shirt and sticker set, all you need is an idea for the channel name. Email it to me. We'll vote on it with the patron group over the weekend, and the winner will get a t-shirt. So thank you, Dave, for sending that in. Thank you for being the backbone of our community channel and really feeding the tip jars, I like to say, getting things going, getting the ball rolling, and motivating others, hopefully, to do it. I'm always trying to motivate you guys. Always. Including when I threw down the gauntlet with my challenge on the Datsun, or the Nissan, I should say, 300ZX challenge, and I only ran a 1:17.4, and I didn't get a chance to get back out there this weekend. I wanted to really badly. Well, as you know, Christian Clark had come after me, and he threw down a much better time, but we got a few other submissions. So Spatial actually ran a 1:24.001, putting him 187th on the board, just a bit behind. And we talk to Spatial all the time here in the chat, just to give you an idea. That's what his rig looks like. So when he's out there posting his lap times or racing with us on Wreckfest or on anything, that's what he's sitting at. Billy Strange Racing. Billy Strange sent in a lap time as well, 1:16.979. So he was able to do better than me and put himself up into 30th position. Well done, Billy. And Christian Clark, who we showed on Friday, actually bettered his time. Got down to a 1:15.699, good enough for 11th overall on that leaderboard. Well done, Christian. Those times, the guys who are running the fast laps, this was like alien lap time, I have to say. It was very, very cool competition, very tough. And I think it is now closed, but we're going to have to pick a new one, get you guys out there and trying to see what you can do. Last thing I'm going to finish with, I already warned you that tonight at 6 p.m. we will be doing No Rules Racing Wreckfest with Frenemies. So that'll be at 6 p.m. Patron people, I already sent out an email warning you, notifying you. I'm going to send another email out with the details on how to join. It'll be the Simpit Wreckfest Madness server. I will send out the password. If you're not part of the patron group and you want to play Wreckfest with us, all you're going to have to do is show up at 6. And I will, once we get all of our guys in, I will give out the password for anyone to join us. And it should be a lot of fun. Beyond that, Mitchie Hoyer is going to do some streaming today on our channel, I believe, some installation laps on iRacing, or FSR, I'm sorry, for R-Factor. And that should be pretty cool. He is always educational. You want to learn some setup tricks. You want to learn some driving tricks. You never know what Mitchie's going to teach you, but there's things to be learned by one of the better drivers in all of sim racing. So there you go. That is going to do it for today's show. It's been a blast. I always love kicking off the week with a lot of good sim racing news, and it felt like we had a lot for a Monday. So that is going to do it for today. This is going to be the last time we play last month's patron credits, but we will have a new one of those up tomorrow. and lots going on at the Simpit. I told the patron group we're going to do that next level motion platform unboxing on Wednesday. They saw the live review of the OSW wheel. That'll be done in the next couple of days. So lots of cool content, including all the live shows that we've been doing. So stick with us. E3 coming up in just 8 days. So it is getting good. It is race and sim racing and that time of year. So thank you for being here. Be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. with another edition of the Pit Stop. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.